What's the story, wrestling fans? Miz no longer in Elimination Chamber. Gauntlet match. Why? Life is happening all over the place in WWE. Resurrections and pregnancies. Is there a connection between Asuka and pregnancies in the WWE? All that and more coming up on the Wrestle Story. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars, the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW, and every Friday after SmackDown. How's it going, guys? Hello, John Elite. How are you doing?
Hey, yo. What's up? How we doing? That stupid door is open again.
Yep, you didn't shut it. Good job.
Why is it my... It's apparently...
Hello, Jack. How you doing?
My fault that
Scott,
it
how's
shut.
it going? Wrestling fans are goofy. There are fans that think Lacey is Wrestling Sunday. Yes, wrestling fans are goofy.
Wrestling fans are always goofy. What are we talking about here?
There's a lot of goofy people in this world. You know, just check out over the last year or so what's happened.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey, just as well have goofy wrestling fans too.
Hey people, what's up? Yeah. Hey Scott. Hey Jack. Hi. That's a door. Yeah, we have two. There's two doors. One is to a closet, and the other is like an actual door, like there.
It's a folding door.
Yeah. So it wasn't shut
I don't know what they're
somebody was in there messing with something.
Well, not like living in there. They just went to get some stuff out of there. How you doing, James?
Oh man. So hey guys, how's it going? I'm gonna turn the brightness on this light up a little bit because it's a bit too dark.
I need sunglasses now.
And I fixed it. There we go.
I need to wear shades at night.
So, guys, Raw. I didn't. Okay, this Raw wasn't terrible.
I thought it was a solid Raw. I mean,
Which I feel like
the only issue I have is the fact you have a pay-per-view coming up, and we're having the people that are going to be at the pay-per-view facing each other on the Raw.
That's a bit, yeah. With Raw, me saying that it was pretty decent, that means a lot. So, yeah.
Yes. What's up with Asuka facing wrestlers and they get pregnant? I'd make a joke, but it's not family friendly. We said the same thing, Scott.
Well, I saw somebody on Twitter that was like,
don't wrestle Asuka, okay? Because
that's why
you might get pregnant, Scott.
That's why they're keeping Asuka off TV. It all makes sense now. You have Becky.
Yeah.
Supposed to fight Asuka. She gets pregnant. Yeah. You have Lacey, who's supposed to fight Asuka. She gets pregnant. So,
yeah.
Charlotte and Asuka, the feud, well, probably won't end well for people.
Nah, probably not.
So, yeah, guys, Raw.
NXT TakeOver Vengeance was better than Monday Night Raw. If I was a storyteller, I would have Miz cash in after the match, then take the title from him. You know what, James? I had some thoughts on it, and then they messed it up for me.
Well, because they took him out of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't fall asleep during Raw, so I guess it was okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into it. So we start off the show with Drew McIntyre on Miz TV. And Miz is all like, look, we have this whole Drew situation, and yeah, that's the Sheamus, you know, you're not friends with him anymore? Are you friends with him?
Yeah.
The people want to know. But Miz speaks so much that he doesn't let Drew say anything. So this makes Drew a bit upset. And he's all like, dude, you interrupt me while I'm speaking and bad things are going to happen. Well, Miz does just that. Gets headbutted, knocked on the floor, nearly knocked out. It was a good-looking headbutt. And that was that. Drew walked off. And then Miz got up and talked about how Drew's cracking under the pressure. And that he doesn't have any pressure because he's Mr. Money in the Bank. So he's going to remove himself from the Elimination Chamber match. I'm totally fine with this because I didn't think Miz needed to be in it in the first place. I thought it was stupid for them to put him in there because he was Mr. Money in the Bank. And I was like, I just don't quite understand this. Like, it makes no sense. So...
No, this storyline was perfect if they would have stuck with what they said before and then they stuck Kofi in. Well, okay, it's not perfect because I think the Elimination Chamber with Drew in it is just stupid in the first place. But this storyline was perfect with the whole Miz taking himself out, putting Morrison in. And so I think that that would have been excellent because it could have set up a great storyline. So you have Morrison win the Elimination Chamber, and then Miz cashes in right away. Boom! You have a split up between.
Well, but maybe they don't want to split up Miz and Morrison.
Well, they just as well. They split up everybody else.
But maybe they don't want to split up.
And
Personally,
Morrison needs to go down to NXT where his wife is, or his girlfriend, or whatever she is.
Wife. Personally, I don't want to see Miz and Morrison split up. I feel like they work really, really well together, and they're sometimes very funny together. And so I would rather them stay together than have Miz go back to being whatever Miz was on the roster and Morrison become an absolute nobody. Personally, but I digress. So yeah, Miz removed himself from the chamber match, which I greatly appreciate because, like I said, I didn't think he needed to be in there in the first place. It was just taking away a spot from somebody else, which we'll talk further on that. Or should we just talk about it now?
What's that?
The whole Miz leaving the Elimination Chamber thing. We'll just talk about it now. So this then set up Miz in the back with Adam Pearce, and he thanks, Pearce for the opportunity, and Miz is like, well, Morrison should take my spot, and Pearce is like, okay, well, I'm going to consider it because, well, I'm going to consider it because that's what I do. Well, he's considering, and then we get Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods with Adam Pearce backstage, and Kofi's like, hey, I want to be in the Elimination Chamber match since I'm a former champion. So, like, can we make that happen? Can I take the spot? And so Pearce makes a match, Miz versus Kofi, and if Kofi wins, he's in the Elimination Chamber match. And if Miz won, then Morrison gets the spot in the Elimination Chamber match. We then get Kofi Kingston and Miz later in the show. I thought this was a really good match, actually. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought it was good.
Definitely.
I thought it was a really good match. So yeah, Kofi's great. I love Kofi. He's great.
Again, I like they could have done a better storyline with it.
The one thing about it that I think somebody here, who was it? James End said it. Ollie's gonna attack Kofi before his match at the Chamber. I think that's very much so gonna happen.
Probably.
I think Ali is going to attack Kofi. Ali is going to then take Kofi's spot. And that's what's going to happen there.
Yeah. I agree. I think that it's...
Solely because of the whole Kofi Ali storyline they have going right now, and this is what happened, 2 years ago? 2 years ago? Was it 2 years ago now? Whatever. That Ali was supposed to be in Elimination Chamber, but got concussed and couldn't.
Yeah.
So Kofi went in his spot instead. So I think they're going to do the exact opposite.
Yeah.
So...
I agree. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yep.
James, to answer your question about Asuka or Lacey beating Asuka, Lacey's not wrestling.
No.
Since she's pregnant, she is not going to wrestle and face Asuka. Jack says none of my girlfriends got pregnant and wrestled Asuka. Mind blown. Where was Morrison? He is out performing. He was working with. According to The Miz, he's working on putting out a song.
A diss track on Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's going to be great.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre's dumb. Why is he defending his title inside the chamber instead of what Reigns is doing? Well, because he's not a wimp like Roman Reigns.
Or because WWE's dumb.
No, or because he's not a wimp like Roman.
Well, I don't think you should have to defend it against 5 guys. So,
well, whatever.
It's a single
He's
title.
technically not defending it against 5 guys because it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's gonna happen. It depends on where he comes in the match. It depends on how many people are in the ring at once. Most times, you have like two people in there to start, right? You know, because there's 6 guys. You got 4 pods, 2 in there to start. That dude gets eliminated, and then they like open another pod, and then you might get like 3 guys in there.
And they're the same match as, 5 other guys, 4 other guys, 5 other guys. It's like, it's dumb.
I don't have an issue with it.
I do. 1-on-1, man. Mano y mano, not 5-on-1. Mano y mano.
Miz is gonna attack Edge at WrestleMania after Edge wins whatever title. Eli Drake, now known as LA Knight, signs with NXT. Yeah, I saw that.
There have been a couple signings. Actually, from what I read, they've signed about a dozen wrestlers.
But like, why though? Like, why would dude? I mean, I get it, money, but like, aside from that, like.
Well, it's the fact that he can say that I signed with WWE, I guess.
Whatever. And LA Knight.
Vince has lots of money. He's not sharing it with anybody else. So
LA Knight. They couldn't come up with any better name than LA Knight.
Well, they could have.
Maybe we're all saying it wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be La Knight and not LA Knight.
I don't know.
Either way, it's still stupid.
Probably if we would have watched Vengeance, we'd know.
You guys missed Takeover Vengeance Day last night because, man, oh man, did you miss the crazy ending. Undisputed Era broke up. That's what I was alluding to. And Toni Storm killed the table with her eyes. I heard that happen too. Kushida and Gargano had a good match. Apparently, I didn't see it, but and Austin Theory's missing. Guys, I didn't even watch the show and I know all of this. Mrs. Match just put me to sleep. Give me a blanket and pillow. By God, he sucks and is boring.
I don't have issues with Miz.
This Raw was slightly above average. It's a half decent concept album. I know Drew's gonna retain. I just feel it's gonna be Edge versus Roman. I was one of the dozen new signings. Cool. Good for you, Jack. Good for you.
Good job, Jack.
We're like really happy for you. Getting paid those big bucks.
Can I get your autograph?
Oh man.
Wade Barrett should face Corbin for the King of the Ring at Mania because Wade was King of the Ring before him. That'd be cool. It'd be interesting. Or we could have an announcers match, Wade Barrett versus Samoa Joe for the announcers title. Look, I just put out a new title.
Boom, there you go.
There we are.
The triple threat was supposed to go on for 20 minutes. Yeah, that's what I heard, and it only went on like 15 or something like that. And yeah, like they didn't use the entire amount of time.
Yeah.
Because of like the table spot or something, is what I heard.
Yeah, I heard they had to adapt because of the table.
The table falling in.
Yeah.
Before they were ready. So yeah, that's what I heard. Like I said, I didn't watch the show, but
what kind of crap tables do they have?
I don't know, but I just think it's kind of funny that the table fell in.
Yeah, it just falls apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh man.
Did you know everyone was talking about Adam Cole turning on the Undisputed Era? Yes, I did. I mean, to access in 2022, I want to get loads of autographs. Good idea, Jack.
Oh, man. So, with Kofi Kingston versus Miz, Kofi Kingston won, so he gets a spot in the Elimination Chamber match, which is totally fine.
Yes.
Yep.
James says no hate towards Io, but she finally defended her title since November. I
really, honestly, I thought Io was going to lose her title.
If you look at it, like the women's division, they put no focus on any of the titles. None of them.
Yeah. Oh, and the Dusty Cup thing happened. MSK? I don't know what their name is. They won the one Dusty Cup, and then Dakota and Raquel won the other one, so they get a shot at the tag team titles, which is cool. They're probably going to win them.
Yes.
I think that's the right choice, though. Is putting the titles on Dakota and Raquel to take them off of Shayna and Nia.
Yes.
Because Shayna and Nia are needed elsewhere.
I agree.
So they don't need to keep the tag titles on them for the tag titles on them.
No. Just dump the tag titles. They're pointless anyway.
Well, but I don't have an issue with Dakota and Raquel winning them because I think they'll be better used on NXT because they have more. To me, I feel like they have more tag teams on for like the women's division on NXT than Raw and SmackDown do.
They'll screw it up anyway. What happened to Ant and Dom? Dom did a Raw show tonight.
Yeah.
Ant will be back Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah.
For AEW.
Yeah.
Ant went back to work, so he's
At least that's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Rumors are Ant went back to work, and so he's been sleeping at night rather than staying up all night with us.
Yep. MSK, maybe MSK. I knew that's what their name was, but I was just trying to sorry, my bad. I didn't want to say it wrong and then look stupid, so I just MSK. There you go. I knew it was something like that. MSK.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Other times I don't. But, it is what it is.
I'm so done with my whole video. I'm so done with my whole video. Naya, stop forcing it.
I'm going to talk about that.
Everyone coming, Chris Jericho and his wife, they need to die with what's wrong with people. Janelle, people are messed up. Just saying. Dakota and Raquel versus Ember and Shotzi. Dakota and Raquel
won the first ever Women's Dusty Cup, and they can now challenge for the Women's Tag Team titles, where hopefully Naomi and Lana win Sunday. No. I don't even think Naomi and Lana are they fighting for the tag team titles?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Dom's urgently asleep. Ant is busy saving Hole now. Cool. Good for him. He's a superhero. I didn't know that's what he did in his spare time.
Yeah,
that's his job.
He's got a big A on his shirt. Well, I guess it's probably not a shirt. It's like tights. Because all superheroes wear tights.
Yeah.
Aja Kong, Amy Sakura, Yuki, and I forgot the other girl. They all advanced.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I'm gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it sometime tomorrow, the next day, whatever. We're gonna check it out. The AEW Women's Tournament thing. I didn't watch that before Raw. It was on right up till when Raw started, and I didn't watch it. I'll watch it later. So, yeah. Gonna check that out. So.
Ant has a cape. I believe it.
Yeah, we all believe it.
Yeah.
We all know how Ant is.
I've seen Ant and his moves.
So, yeah, Kofi won. Anyways, back to the beginning of the show. So after the whole Miz thing, now that we've gone over all of that, I'm sorry if I spelled it. Nah, you're all good. I already saw who won on the...
Yeah, we know who won.
Yeah, I already saw who won on
I saw a lot of people complaining about where they were performing at, because it wasn't like a big arena or something like that, like they do for AEW.
I didn't see much of that. I saw a lot of people really, really enjoyed it and really liked the matches and stuff, and weren't really talking about much other than that. I didn't see anything about that, but whatever. So we have Matt Riddle and Lucha House Party backstage. So Riddle is discussing his favorite presidents. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. Freebird, Rutherford, P.S. Hayes. And Harrison Ford. Those are his favorite presidents. So we then get Riddle and Lucha House Party versus the Hurt Business. And the Hurt Business is being represented by Cedric, MVP, and Shelton. And Matt Riddle hit the floating bro thing for the win, and this was fine. Not necessarily great, not terrible. It's fine.
So why is Lucha House Party getting into these matches with the Hurt Business?
Well, solely because they have nobody else.
Okay, but
that's my thought process on it. I'm really not thinking that far ahead with it, or thinking that outside of the box with it. I legitimately think it's because they're around, and they're around.
Well, but you've also got the whole Bad Bunny thing. Is it possible that they're working on starting the NXT, either NXT Mexico or NXT Latino or something?
I don't know. Maybe. I haven't heard any of it being like in the works or whatever, but like it's possible, maybe. I don't know. I just think it's just Lucha House Party is there and they are being used.
Probably.
Because they're just there.
Vince McMahon is greedy. Yes, the whole third party thing is ridiculous.
The third party thing. We're going to chat about that here in just a little bit when we get through Raw.
I thought Raw was 60-30. James, I have no clue. What are you saying, James?
It was good?
Well, I'm not sure because 60-30 doesn't add up to 100. There's 10% missing there. Rutherford Hayes is my favorite 19th POTUS. Well, that's because there's only one 19th POTUS. It's, you know.
How did you say that?
POTUS.
No. Rutherford.
Huh? Rutherford. Actually, I think it's Rutherford.
That's what I...
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, isn't that a movie? Yes, it is. Yes. Riddle needs to be fired. You can't be fired when you're going to be the world champion soon.
So after the match, Lashley attacked Riddle and Lucha House Party on the ramp, and then Lashley did like the Hurt Lock on Riddle and ragdolled him around. So that was good for him. I totally forgot that Riddle was fighting for the United States Championship this weekend, but he is.
Yes.
He's fighting Bobby Lashley and Keith Lee.
Yes.
Totally forgot Keith Lee was involved in this too, because Keith Lee hasn't been on television.
He was on last week.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was that last week?
Yeah.
I feel like that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
they even talked about him today.
Oh, I guess I missed that. That was probably when
they talked about him being in doubt because he's injured.
That's... What?
Because of the injuries he sustained at the match last week.
Okay, sorry. My apologies. I totally, like, forgot this happened.
Oh, I just spilled water on me.
I totally forgot this happened. My bad. Sorry, I guess. So we then get Mandy Rose backstage with Bad Bunny. And she wishes him luck, and they're making, like, a big deal out of Bad Bunny being the musical guest on SNL this week or whatever.
Guess who's getting pinned on SNL?
Bad Bunny.
Yes.
He's gonna be pinned by R-Truth. R-Truth
Yes.
is gonna be on SNL.
Yes.
I almost guarantee it.
Yes.
So Tozawa shows up and wins the 24/7 championship from R-Truth, and then Priest destroys Tozawa, and Bad Bunny wins the 24/7 championship. So good for him.
I'm so glad that Bad Bunny has now become a famous wrestler.
Watching Bad Bunny on SNL this weekend? Pfft, no. Why would I waste my time doing that?
I'm going to watch it just so I can watch R-Truth pin somebody on Saturday Night Live.
I'll just catch the clips on Twitter. Like, I'll just catch the clips on Twitter.
You're going to see a lot of this over the next couple weeks.
Of Bad Bunny on...
No, just the whole, like, tie-ins to NBC.
Well, okay, but I think the... Okay.
There's going to be tie-ins to NBC.
Well,
somehow,
sure.
some way. You may have... The Truth may get pinned by some news anchor on NBC.
Speaking of NBC, isn't that where the new show is at?
What show?
The Rock show.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Young Rock looks pretty good. They showed ads for it, like, all throughout Raw. And, like, it looks really good. I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
And the people they have...
Young Rock Maven?
Yeah, Young Rock. The people that they have, like, playing, you know, different people, like Rocky Johnson.
Yeah.
Like, look deathly.
Yeah, they look pretty close.
Deathly similar. Yeah. So I'm excited to watch it.
Bow Wow versus Bad Bunny at WrestleMania 37. Yes, probably. We're headed that way. 24/7 title on the line. Hayes was a Reconstruction era POTUS. I don't know virtually anything else about him. I feel like it's going to be Miz versus Morrison at Mania. I was hoping that Miz would cash in and then Morrison would take the title from him. And then it's set up perfectly.
I guess we'll see.
You know. Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter was excellent comics and film. Jack. Wasn't Abe Lincoln really a vampire hunter? Because I thought those weren't like comics and movies. I thought it was like a biography about him.
Oh
WWE screaming for attention. Bad Bunny is not a draw. I don't watch WWE low-level celebrities attempt to fight. Scott, you know what? It's going to be Bad Bunny versus the rabbit from way back when. You know the rabbit. You know what I'm talking about, right? We've even got him as a action figure.
The Adam Rose?
Yeah. Adam Rose.
Bunny?
And, yeah, is it Bunny? Is that what his name was?
It was the bunny, I think.
Yeah.
It was a bunny, not a rabbit, you fool.
Bunny, whatever. Bad Bunny versus Bunny. For the 24/7 title.
So, good grief.
Where's the missing 10%, James? Johnny Elite would like to know. It left. You know, it happens sometimes.
So, next.
Bad Bunny versus Bugs Bunny. That'd work.
Sure.
Check it out. Go look up Bunny.
The WWE Bunny.
Yeah.
It's Adam Rose and his stupid rosebuds.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What is it?
Adam Rose and his stupid rosebuds.
Rosebuds.
Yes.
Is that what the bunny's name was?
No, those were the people that followed Adam Rose around.
Oh, gotcha.
I think that's what his name was.
Yeah, that's his
Now
name.
watch me be wrong.
Yes, of course, he was a real vampire hunter. By day, he ended the Civil War and passed the 13th Amendment, and by night, he ended many vampires. That's why they had to kill him. Because John Wilkes Booth was a vampire, and he had to end it. Lacey Evans out until 2022. Yes, Lacey Evans will not be around for the rest of the year. Will not make an appearance until next year. Well, I shouldn't say she won't make an appearance because I'm sure she'll be around somewhere. But she will be missed at some point in time.
I think she's still going to be on TV for a while.
I think she might be on TV, but I don't think
she's not going to be wrestling, obviously. But I think that she's still going to be on TV, I think, for a while.
Yeah, I would say so.
To play out this whole Ric Flair thing.
I think so. She's going to play out the storyline. Made America Safe again. Did Lincoln? Yes, he did. Killed lots of vampires. Saved a lot of people.
Look at Mr. G giving free history lessons.
Yes, I'm trying, Scott. I'm trying.
So.
How you doing, Stone Cold David?
What is up? So we have Charlotte and Asuka versus Peyton Royce and Lacey Evans. So Peyton pretty much wrestles this entire match. Lacey doesn't get tagged in, and then she finally does. And Charlotte is ready to go after her, right? So Lacey totally just walks out. She's like, no, I can't. She grabs the microphone, and she announces that she's pregnant. And we're all like, because they're alluding that...
And Rick's going, I'm your daddy!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
So...
What a twist, huh?
They're doing this thing that Ric Flair got Lacey pregnant.
Yes.
Cool. This is... Wow. And so we're all sitting there going, this storyline is like, what? And then it comes out that apparently, now, I don't know that Lacey has gone out there and confirmed, like, that she's, you know, I mean, we can all assume that she's, you know, pregnant and she's not just, you know, lying about stuff or whatever, because, you know, it's not just storyline. But Lacey, as far as I know, hasn't gone out there and, like, confirmed anything on Twitter or whatever. But it's being said that she is actually pregnant and that she told WWE and they changed the storyline and it's now going in this direction.
I've heard they're keeping Lacey on for a couple months for the storyline before she then takes time before she gives birth. That makes sense. Although I don't know how you feud with that. I mean, since they're not going to have her obviously wrestle, I mean, outside of taunting Charlotte, I don't know how you...
Well, that could be the whole point, is to keep her on television to continue taunting Charlotte, and Charlotte can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it. I don't know how you would do it.
I don't know. I'm intrigued to see what they do with it.
Yeah. I have a feeling Becky is showing up. Possible James. I don't see her until at least WrestleMania. Or late. Adam Rose's Rosebuds included Braun Strowman.
And Becky. And... I don't even know who else.
Ric Flair, Lacey's husband, should go on Maury Jerry Springer to see who the father is. Scott, they're going to have Maury or Jerry Springer or someone take their place on WWE, and they're going to have a segment on it. Just watch. Summer's fitting to be a big sister. Yes. Her being real life pregnant was the only way that pulling that storyline made any shred of sense. 100% agree with Stone Cold David. That's probably why they did it. Is because
because I think Lacey was winning the title this Sunday, and then it was going to be Lacey versus Charlotte at WrestleMania. That's what I think was going to happen, and for like the title with Lacey being champion, I think Lacey was going to get her big championship thing. I think that was going to happen this weekend.
The thing about this is WWE a lot of times just drops off storylines, and I feel that doing this ties into a reason why she's not there, but they keep a storyline going.
Yeah.
And so, not how they ended, I don't know, but they could have just dropped this completely, and everybody would have been like, "Duh, this is stupid." You have all these storylines. You start on a storyline, and then you just drop it. Well, are you guys just dumb? At least this makes sense as to what they're doing, as far as tying it into, everything that's going on. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah. Ric Flair's a modern day Hugh Hefner. He is. What is they give the title to Peyton? What if they give the title to Peyton? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. It's disgusting. James, I don't mind this. I don't mind the whole storyline.
I don't mind it either.
Lacey will.
Well, I feel like everybody saw it going in that direction, anyways.
Yeah.
Like, it was gonna be something like this in some capacity, and then, now it's just, it's this.
Yeah.
Which is fine. And I'm intrigued to see what they do with it. Because I don't think they're just going to drop Lacey off of television. She's still going to be there. They're still going to continue the storyline.
Yeah.
Which I'm intrigued to see what they do with it.
Yes. Like train, if you haven't liked the show, make sure you hit the like button.
Thumbs up.
Choo-choo! I'd imagine Charlotte takes her place Sunday, and Lacey or Rick maybe screw her over.
I guess we will see.
That would be interesting. And then, what if Rick starts to go, like they change it up, and Rick dumps Lacey for Peyton to kind of kill the Lacey storyline.
I don't think they're gonna do that though.
Well, I don't know. How would you end this?
I don't know. I think they're gonna continue out the Lacey and Rick thing though.
Well, I think it's gonna go out for a while, but in the end,
Ric Flair's gonna find out he's not the father or something. Like I don't know. They're gonna do something wacky with it. I think.
Probably. I'd imagine Charlotte takes her place Sunday, and Lacey, Rick, maybe screw. Oh, I already read that. If I was a wrestler, I wouldn't come back for a while. Becky has to recover from giving birth. If I was a wrestler in WWE, I would never. Wait, I wouldn't sign with WWE. Don't forget Alexa Bliss was a Rosebud.
She was.
Unless Becky returns, then who knows? Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's going to replace her.
If anybody. Maybe they stop the match from the card.
They might.
Mean, I think that'd be kind of dumb. I think they could easily find somebody to...
Which would be good for Asuka, because she doesn't wrestle anyway. Outside the tag teams. I'd imagine Rick gets beaten up by Andrade and the other ex-husbands of Charlotte. Becky versus Charlotte versus Asuka at Mania wouldn't surprise me. Oh yeah, I'd be excited about that. Guys, it's been raining here all week. Well, James,
it's been snowing here all.
At least you're not getting what they're getting in Texas, where they have snow, ice, and they've got another round coming.
Well, I've seen that a lot of people lost power and stuff.
Yeah, they've got rolling blackouts happening and stuff like that because of the ice. So, and the temperatures have dropped so much that they're like, dang, it was warm and now it's cold. This kind of sucks. Could be ice, James. It could be ice.
So, yeah, everybody is confused at this point with the whole Lacey thing.
Yeah.
Especially Charlotte. She's like, what?
Yeah. Good storyline. Good way to do it.
Yep. So we then get Sheamus backstage, and he plans to win Elimination Chamber. He's all like, I was supposed to have a one-on-one match with Drew McIntyre, and that was taken away from me because of this stupid thing called Elimination Chamber. But the
I just want to see one person.
Will be the same.
I want to see one person get on there and like when they interview him, they go, "I don't plan on winning the Elimination Chamber.
I plan on losing.
I'm gonna be in the match, but I stand no chance." Thank you.
Oh man. So
It's snowing here, but not settling. Thank you. Thankfully, Texas is getting hit horribly. Yes, they. In fact, I saw a video today, and I don't know if this was Texas or Tennessee, but a guy was backing out of his driveway, backed into the street, and they live on top of a hill, and his truck just started sliding sideways down the hill.
that's ungood.
I'm like, dude, I hope there's something down there to stop you,
That's ungood.
because you're gaining speed as you're going down.
Wait, didn't they do the same story with Maria Kanellis when she was pregnant on Raw? Kind of, but they also didn't, because they just ultimately ended up like dropping it.
Yeah.
So
Solly will take out Kofi, and Braun will then step into Kofi's spot in the chamber. That'd be interesting. I think Braun's going to end up going back with... I think somehow we're going to have him tied back to The Fiend and Alexa.
I don't know, but I will tell you what I do know, and what I do know is I think that we're getting Braun versus Shane at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's what I think we're getting. But I'll talk about that in a minute. So we then have Lana backstage, and she's like, I just try hard, and if I win, well, that's just the cherry on top. So we then get a Randy Orton promo, and he says his business between himself and Drew is unfinished, and that he will win the Gauntlet match.
Hey, doing DTA podcast.
Then Alexa shows up, and she interrupts the promo, and she says that the Fiend will be reborn. Okay? She's like ashes, and then she makes like the circle thing with like the star in it or whatever. You know, demons and stuff. I don't know what it's called, but you all know what I'm talking about. And she has candles. She's trying to resurrect the Fiend.
Yes. She will resurrect him. It'll happen.
Yes.
Definitely happen.
And I think it's going to be brilliant.
I do too. I think it's going to be good.
So
What they need to do is do it like live. Like
I
he comes up from under the ground.
ready for the resurrection of
That'd
the
be
Fiend.
cool.
I think it could be cool. Like
Raw
really
was
cool.
awful. I didn't think it was too bad.
This actually is one of the first Raws in a while that I thought was okay and it was bearable to watch. I feel like the first hour went by very quickly. The second hour sort of dragged on a little bit. The third hour was okay because it was mostly just the Gauntlet match, and like majority of it was like Drew and AJ, and I thought that was like a really good situation there, but I'll talk more on that here in just a little bit. So yeah, that was the Randy promo.
Not the first time Kofi's beaten to get in the chamber spot stolen. Yes. Have Alexa replace Lacey? No, don't have Alexa do it.
No.
The Fiend will take out Orton somehow during the chamber or cause him to be eliminated.
I think...
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Okay, but like, I don't know that the Fiend is going to do it though, because I think it might be like Alexa who messes with him again, because I think that we have to wait until like the Fiend is like back. You know? They can't just like I feel like it'll almost just be like a waste to bring the Fiend back, not on television.
Yeah, I think you have to do it that way.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to.
Like, you have to have Alexa resurrect him, like, on Raw or whatever.
James has a question. Have a question, both of y'all. What's y'all's gimmick of the Wrestle Story?
Well, we're the Wrestle Story.
That's right. We're the Wrestle Story, James. That's our gimmick. How you doing, Raymond? I'm in Wichita, Kansas, and we had about 7 inches from Sunday till 3 p.m. today and sub-zero cold. Alaska, go figure. We're supposed to get to like minus, with a wind chill, minus 45 below tonight. So
ridiculous.
Yeah. I saw a video where a man in Milwaukee was driving on a highway, lost control, and ended up falling 70 feet, and he's miraculously still alive. That's nuts, man. That Alexa promo is basically a teenager making a home copy of Buffy with no budget. I thought it was good, man.
Yeah, I thought it was...
I loved it. Did you notice the circle she was in with points? Yes. Are we going to get Killer Cross to come over?
No.
That'd be cool.
I really hate that idea.
I love it.
No, I really hate it. Like, I really hate it. I don't feel like Killer Cross is supernatural enough to be involved with the Fiend in any capacity.
He could come in and just go put his clock out there.
I don't care. The whole TikTok thing is great. He's like not supernatural though, and the Fiend is, and I feel like it's
no, but he could be.
It doesn't work for me at all. At all.
The thing is they could make Killer Cross be the puppet master of the Fiend.
No.
That'd be cool.
I hate that idea. Absolutely hate it because it totally takes away everything. I hate it.
I think it would work.
No, I hate it.
Sorry, man. Raw was terrible only because Dana was not there. Sorry, James. Last year, Bad Bunny came out with a song referencing Triple H. Good for him. So that's all it takes to get on in WWE is come out with a song with
Well, he referenced Triple H, and then he had Booker T.
Yeah.
So that's good for him.
Maybe I need to just come out with a song about Vince.
I see Casey Catanzaro deleted her Twitter. Yeah, because everybody was like, you follow the COVID guidelines, but you're out wearing no mask, fool.
Yes.
And she couldn't take the heat, so she deleted it.
Yes. Scarlett could be. See, and that's what I said.
I just really dislike it. I really dislike that entire idea, and I really dislike it.
That's who Alexa was talking to.
No.
In the swing a couple weeks ago.
No.
Yeah. I think that works out perfect.
I really dislike it.
I think it works out really well if they do it that way.
I very much so dislike it.
Okay, well, whatever. I think it makes it an interesting storyline.
No.
You have the guy that's kind of the human side of it.
No.
Running the show.
I don't like it.
The puppet master.
I don't like it. I think the Fiend can stand on his own and does not need anybody else. Doesn't need any loser from anywhere. Okay? He's good on his own.
Okay, well, whatever. I think it'd be awesome, though.
I'm just not a huge fan of Karrion Kross either.
Well, that's the huge reason you don't like him, because you're not a fan of him.
Well, also, I just don't think you need to bring anybody in to mess with the Fiend.
I think they need to bring Dexter Lumis.
The puppet master.
Have Dexter Lumis come up and do it.
The Fiend is the puppet master enough. Bray Wyatt is the puppet master of all of this. It's all his head, okay? It's all in his head.
What if you find out it was just a dream?
I don't know.
Like one day he wakes up and goes, man, that was a weird dream.
But it's all in his head, dude. Bray Wyatt is the puppet master.
Yeah.
He doesn't need anybody else. Anyways, moving on. Shayna Baszler versus Lana in a match.
Yeah.
Shayna won?
Why? Like, we have never seen this before, have we?
No, never.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is the part that kills their shows.
This was like the second hour. Like this, after the Kofi and Miz match, this whole next like spot was just not good. Like, I don't know.
Well, again, it's like I said, this is what kills their shows. Like, this is a match we've seen 100 times. And so you just, I don't know. It's all a dream. Is he JRUing now? Jack, Maven has no clue what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
No clue.
Lana's music seems too much like a farting many times over.
Thank you for that lovely. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Thank you. So,
John Elite's with me on the cross idea. I think it's excellent. Perfect.
This whole thing with Nia Jax, my whole video, guys, okay, it was funny when she did it initially, right? And now WWE has played that video 18 times over the last week since it happened, that it's no longer funny.
It's ran its course.
It's no longer funny. So, could we stop doing it? Could we stop showing it? Because it's...
You could.
It's no longer funny.
Yeah.
It's no longer funny.
I'm too young for Dallas 2, Maven. Yep. It was on Dallas is where it's at. J.R. Ewing is on Dallas.
Cool.
Wrestling Twitter is so toxic for what Casey Catanzaro is going through. Well, she wouldn't.
Okay, but the thing about it is, though, exactly, Casey Catanzaro asked for it when she posts crap about not wearing a mask. She posts videos, pictures of her not wearing a mask, and then she comes out, turns around, and is like, "I follow all the CDC guidelines, and I think that all of you should too because I'm absolutely following all of it." No, you're not, you fool. Shut up. You want people to tell you that you're a buffoon? Then don't post crap like that.
Yeah.
It's her own fault for posting it. Literally, she is the one who put the photos and videos up.
Yeah.
of her without a mask on.
Yeah.
And then everybody came for her and was like, hey, you're an idiot, okay? You need to be wearing a mask and like socially distancing and like not going out.
Yep.
And she's like, but I'm doing all of that.
No! Like I said before, WWE Raw is rerun city. Soap operas, we see it never but every Monday. WWE keeps trying to use you whole, but also cut that botch from replays of Raw from last week. I say, huh?
Exactly!
Like, I don't get it.
It makes no sense.
But, like, they cut it out of YouTube, the YouTube video.
It legitimately makes no sense.
And then they showed it on USA Network. I'm like, what? Like, you cut it out on YouTube, but, like, make a big deal out of it on USA? What is that?
It makes no sense.
No.
At all.
It doesn't.
So,
They're not even social distancing. No, they're not, Johnny Lee.
So, I nearly just spilled stuff all over the place. Let's not do that again. We then have Braun Strowman with Adam Pearce. Strowman is really mad that he is not,
James, there are no guidelines in Florida. They just let them do whatever they want.
Exactly. Strowman is mad that he isn't in the Elimination Chamber match. So he tells Adam Pearce to tell Shane that if he doesn't fix it,
British Maven is here.
if he doesn't fix it, Strowman and Shane are gonna have problems. Folks, you know what this is leading to? This is leading to everybody's favorite is gonna be back. Shane O'Mac is gonna be fighting Braun Strowman at WrestleMania. I am willing to put money on it now because I almost guarantee it's gonna happen. Like, I really think that they're going in that direction.
Money in the Bank?
Sure, I'll put our Money in the Bank briefcase on the line.
All right.
I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put our Money in the Bank briefcase on the line. Alright guys, I'm doing it. I am putting the Money in the Bank briefcase on the line. What that means is I'm putting the Money in the Bank briefcase on the line, so if Strowman and Shane don't fight each other at WrestleMania, this will forever stay on the top shelf. And if Strowman and Shane fight each other at WrestleMania, this will forever stay on the top shelf. So it's really a win-win or a lose-lose.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it. So Money in the Bank is on the line. I'm here.
Oh, thanks.
I'm putting it on the line. So you just hold on to that until then. And then we'll figure out if it'll go out there or not. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know. He's former Universal Champ, Adam. Why leave him out of the chamber? I don't know. I don't know. I got 60 cents in my bank account. Well, good job, James. Plus, maybe Casey and the others, her co-workers, get tested every other day. What's the big deal?
Okay, but the thing about it is, though...
Getting tested doesn't stop you from catching it. And
no, it doesn't. And then you go out and you spread it to everyone else, other people who aren't being tested every other day, who are going to go out and spread it to people who aren't getting tested every other day. It's not a good idea to be going out at all with the circumstances of COVID. And you have to be a complete buffoon to go out. I don't care what the crap the COVID guidelines are in Florida. Okay, Florida's doing absolutely nothing to contain any of it. They're like, all right, just go party. We don't care. Get COVID. Die. Go ahead. It's fun time. It's Florida. Yeah. Like, I don't care. You need to be smart enough to get it through your thick skull that this is an actual thing. There are people that are getting sick and dying from this. So, like, why don't you help stop the spread and keep your butt home? Thanks.
Shane versus Braun. Just hope they aren't Maven. I think it's headed that way, Jack. How come it's not green?
Because it's an old Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, this is an old one.
Yeah, it's the Seth Rollins Money in the Bank briefcase. Yeah. It's the best Money in the Bank briefcase, clearly. So, yeah, that's my PSA to all you people.
Yes.
Stay home. Thanks. So then we get the Gauntlet match, which lasted an hour. We start off the match with AJ Styles versus Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston got eliminated. I'm perfectly fine with this. It makes sense because he already wrestled earlier in the night, and it just makes sense. He was the first one in, first one out.
What's the point of this?
To decide who's entering the chamber last. They all could have just played rock, paper, scissors backstage to decide it, honestly. I don't really know. And, like, you had them all, like, I don't know, but whatever. Whatever.
Oh, we need to fill an hour of the show because we can't come up with anything else. So let's just have a gauntlet match. Okay. Sounds good.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
The cool spot for this was Osmos. Grabbed Woods by the throat and then chokeslammed him into the barricade after holding him there for like a solid couple minutes. And then he like finally, okay, it was probably not really a couple minutes, it's maybe like a minute. He held him in the air, like no problem, one hand, like no issues, and then just like threw him into the table. And Kofi was all like, what are you doing? What did you just do? And then the referee ejected almost from the arena.
Yeah.
And then AJ Styles hit the phenomenal forearm, and that got, you know, Kofi out in the match or whatever. And then Drew McIntyre came out next, and McIntyre and AJ was really good. I really like that. I think they're both great. I think they had a really good match. Was it a TLC? Was it? That was really fun. They worked really, really well together, and this lasted like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Like, it was a solid chunk of the match that was AJ Styles and Drew. And then AJ got eliminated, and then Jeff Hardy came out, and Jeff Hardy lasted a while. And then he eventually got, you know, eliminated. And then Randy came out, and the way Randy got eliminated was he got counted out because a whole bunch of Alexas showed up on the screen. And Randy didn't hear the referee counting, and he was all distracted by that, and so he was counted out of the match. And then Sheamus came out last, and they gave like no time for Sheamus versus Drew. And I think they did that because they're doing the whole thing. I think it'll be Sheamus and Drew sort of. They're gonna have like a big spot in the chamber.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Sheamus will be the last dude in the chamber match because Sheamus beat Drew in this match. So
yes. Florida has any real guidelines. Governor DeSantis is basically the politician from the state of being open to bribes. Yes, pretty much. It's not right to go outside since we were in a pandemic. I don't care if you want to go to the mall because it's been months since you went there. Your birthday, nothing. Cut this crap. Well, we'd probably be out of the whole situation if people would just follow. If we'd done what Australia's done or New Zealand's done, we'd be like normal or somewhat normal. I shared the show, guys. Thanks, James. Like I said, rerun WB City. They have plans every Monday after it starts. Never before. Yeah, it's like they have no clue what they're doing. Alexi are the plural of Alexa. Alexis are the plural of Alexa.
Alexis?
Yes. How you doing, Akeem?
There were a bunch of Alexas on the screen.
Yes.
Alexa was on the screen
Alexis.
multiple times.
More than one.
Ah, man. So, yeah, Sheamus won this match, so he gets to enter the chamber last. Good for him.
You know what? I don't like the match just because it's the week before.
It's not even the week before. It's the go-home show to the pay-per-view.
It's the week of, you know, your pay-per-view, and you have these guys wrestling against each other for something stupid that, like, they could have just said, okay, we're going to draw straws and see who, like
I said, they could have been on, like...
And then, but I will say that they did a good job of tying in storylines to the match itself. Mm. I have a feeling we're going to get something with the New Day and AJ Styles and Omos. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I mean, the match, I really wasn't like, I wasn't, the match itself, as to reason to having the match, it just doesn't fly with me, just because, like, it doesn't need to be done. You know? It's pointless. They could have had this match, like, weeks ago, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand, you know, like, doing it now is just dumb. I don't like the way they did it. I'd rather have, for North Carolina to get snow than rain. You'd rather have snow than rain? No. Did you hear about Sammy Guevara? What about him, Jono?
Oh, with the whole Impact storyline thing?
Oh, yeah, but yeah, it's like being blown out of proportion. It's nothing.
Yeah, all I've heard for that is that he just didn't want to do the storyline that Impact had for him, and they were like, that's fine.
Yeah.
And so he just didn't want to be a part of it. That's all I heard.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this thing talking about the third-party stuff. Where did it go? Where did it go?
If I did an Impact show tomorrow, would you guys want to watch? Like a watch-along type thing?
Here it is. WWE.
Because I'm thinking about doing an Impact show tomorrow, possibly. Just because there's some stuff that could happen. I would like to thank WWE Raw for curing my insomnia. I'd be down, Mr. G. Are y'all watching Elimination Chambers Sunday? Yes, James, I will be watching Elimination Chambers Sunday.
Are we doing a watch-along?
On Sunday?
Yeah.
Probably. Maybe we'll do a watch-along.
Sure! Should be fun.
Tomorrow night I may do an Impact. So if you have not liked and subscribed and hit the little bell button to know that we're going live, just pay attention. Because I may do a watch along with Impact tomorrow, just because I'm curious to see what happens.
So not only are we going to talk about the third-party stuff here in just a minute, but also SmackDown on Friday is looking like it's going to be great because all 6 of the guys that are in the Elimination Chamber match for SmackDown are fighting each other in a 6-man tag match.
Yes, another great idea to have the guys that are in the match, have them wrestle the go home show.
It's going to be great.
The bell, yes, the bell. There's a little bell that get notified.
Yeah, click the bell.
I don't know where it's at, Scott.
I didn't even realize that was still a thing, but whatever. Yeah, click the bell if there's a bell to be notified when you go live.
Is it still on there?
Sure, click it.
I don't know. Do they still have the bell on YouTube?
I don't know.
I look down and have to look.
Whatever.
I'm telling people to hit the bell, and I'm like, maybe they don't have it.
So, anyways, this whole third-party thing.
Let's see here.
So, this is the information that I am reading you is from Fightful. It's an article that they put up earlier today. It says WWE is still cracking down on third-party platforms. According to Raj Giri of Wrestling Inc., WWE is issuing violations to talent for... Sorry, I have to bring it closer to my face, otherwise I'm going to read things totally wrong.
Maybe they don't even have the bell anymore.
They do on YouTube channels.
Huh?
It's when you go to YouTube channels.
I did go to a YouTube channel.
No, but if you go to this, you have to click subscribe.
Oh, there is, yes.
You have to click subscribe first, we're subscribed to Mihoya, and we...
Oh, there we are. So yeah, make sure you hit the little bell, so then you know when we go live. Scott, don't ever troll me again!
Ah, man.
I had to, I looked really dumb sitting here trying to go through and figure out where the bell was. Jeez.
Ah, man. Anyways, so it says, according to Raj Giri of Wrestling Inc., WWE is issuing violations to talent for social media posts naming any third-party businesses, person, brand, or charity. The violations reportedly start with warning and then a fine and finally a suspension. The company is claiming ownership of the talent social media accounts via a clause in their contract that grants WWE the exclusive to use their likeness. It has reportedly been made clear to talent who have complained that the current flexibility allowed in social media could be retracted by the company. So now they can't do anything with charities and stuff?
Nope. They're out of luck.
What?
They're out of luck.
I don't understand it. Vince McMahon is such just
a loser.
Yeah?
He's Donald Trump.
Literally though, he's such...
But he's such a good guy.
a greedy buffoon. I legitimately don't get it. I mean, I do, but I don't get it. Like, why are you that much? Like, why are you that much of a trash person?
Yes.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
So,
let's see here. SmackDown will stink. I'll watch Gehi. Scott, it's next to the subscribe button on YouTube. He's trolling us. Don't believe anything Scott says. I think Terry Funk may pass soon. Jack, you know the crazy thing is I saw him on what was it I said the other day? The 24-hour wrestling show. He was on there promoting that. But I've heard that he's in a lot of pain.
Well,
That's what happens when you do stupid stuff like your whole career.
Dustin Rhodes put up some stuff the other day talking about him. Yeah.
Jay White is going to be on Impact Tuesday. There's going to be some surprises on Impact, definitely. I had the bell on my screen. Y'all heard about Alexa and her stalker situation? Yes, Johnny Elite, we have. I haven't heard about what they've done with it, so I don't know. Liver of a potato. Jack, you and Scott, you guys are just problems. So they signed contracts and didn't read the fine print. Whoever reads the fine print of anything?
Okay, but the thing about it is though, like, I don't know. It really rubs me the wrong way of Vince being like, sorry, you can't do anything with charities anymore.
Yeah. Like,
he's that much of a trash human being.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I don't know why I got all sort of British there all of a sudden. It just got me.
Jack likes it, so you know.
So I don't know. I don't know, man.
They can't do charity that's straight up evil. Yes, Jack, it is. This is why Donald Trump and Vince are best friends. Yes, Hakeem, that's definitely why. Vince McMahon don't care about charities. Vince McMahon really doesn't care about anything other than him getting money. It's in their contracts, they signed it. That's on them. I would agree to a certain extent. The problem I have with it is they've let everybody do it up to this point. And if the thing is, if it's for charity, then you're just a piece of trash if you're not going to let them do it. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things that you're not gonna make money off of. Well, the whole idea about putting it on social media is to let everybody know that it's going on.
So then at that point, it's what's the point? If people aren't going to see it and aren't going to know about it, then what's I don't get it. Yeah. They're using their platforms to get across this stuff that's important to them, and Vince is like, nope! Sorry, nope. Nope. So, what are they supposed to do with their social media accounts?
The problem with this is if we're going to do this, I mean, you could go to work somewhere and they could say in their employee handbook that you can't shop at Target if you work at Walmart. Or you can't shop at any place but Walmart. And so, I think there's probably somewhere in there that you could probably push it and fight it if you really wanted to. It'd probably cost you a lot of money. And trying to fight Vince would be impossible because, he's got a lot of money.
Which is why people would just take the L instead and just either...
Mr. G, you talking about GCW with the 24-hour show? Yes, that was it, the GCW show. He actually did a promo during that, so I mean he was just out there just recently, so it wasn't too long ago, a couple weeks ago. But apparently he's in bad shape, and I mean he's old, and he's been through 755 tables and had barbed wire stuck to his body and things like that. So Terry Funk, is kind of in a bad situation. So I don't know if is there anything else we need to talk about?
I don't think so. I think that's
I don't have anything else. Scott says Jay White sucks. Prayers for people in Texas. Scott, the people in Texas. Let me tell you about the people in Texas.
It's cold. It's icy. It's snowy. It's dark.
They think they're bigger than everybody else. And
I have no idea where you're going with this.
think they're more important than everybody else. And now that they're getting hammered, and I'm not saying all of them, but there's a lot of them down there that feel this way. And now that they're getting hammered, a lot of them, you know, they complained about stuff that was happening in California with the wildfires and stuff like that, and stuff that the people had no control over, and people losing houses and homes and things like that. And the reason I know this is because I got a friend that actually lives in Dallas. And he said just some of the people are just like, they think they're bigger than everybody else. And so, some of the stuff that happens with them, and again, I'm not saying it's everybody, but there's a lot of people down there that think that their poop doesn't stink.
I had no idea where you were going with this whatsoever.
Well, the fact that, because there's a lot of people in Texas that are talking about, because they got these rolling blackouts, so they're like losing their power. Mm-hmm. Well, they had that happen in Florida.
Yeah.
And then there's been some accidents too with the people in Texas, because they're too stupid and can't figure out that, it's icy, and I don't need to be out on the road right now.
Man.
Scott, there are people everywhere like that, but it just seems like Texas has a bigger number of them. Trust me, I wouldn't be saying this if I didn't have, I've been down there before, and if I didn't have a friend that was living down there, and he talked about it, and he's like, you just can't believe that, how many people.
Stupidity?
Yeah, just the number of the people that are that way. Because I know there's people like that everywhere. It's just the number of people that are that way. NXT this Wednesday is gonna be interesting. John Elite, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to start watching some of this. Because I'm interested to start seeing what's happening there. New people being signed. The stuff they did at their Vengeance. I think it could be interesting. And if you care, you care. If you don't, you don't. Well, that's the problem. Too many people just don't care. God bless Texas. I have a cousin in Dallas. Cool. All the superstars have social media. Well, they're gonna have to stop it.
Which it makes me
you
go,
better watch
but what
what
are
you're
they
putting
supposed to
out
do
there.
with it, though? That's the question I have. Is it, like, what are they supposed to do with it? Okay, I'm on Raw tonight, and if you're not on Raw, your social media account is dead because you can't post anything else.
Yeah, I just wouldn't post anything. There's people like that everywhere. Mr. G, yes, definitely. Already read that. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things you got to watch. Well, and they're supposed to get hit again this week, like in the next couple days. Another big storm coming through down south. So
we'll be back on Wednesday.
Yes, definitely back Wednesday. Look for me to possibly do a show tomorrow with Impact. I'll see what's going on as the day goes on. And I may do a show tomorrow with Impact just because there's some interesting things that could be happening there. And I'm interested to see what they do. Thatcher has no social media accounts. WWE makes them have social media, but basically never lets them use it. Definitely not. Good night, guys. Awesome show tonight. See y'all tomorrow night. Good night, James. Have a good one, all right? Again, tomorrow night, I'm looking to possibly do an Impact show. Stick around. We'll definitely be here for Wednesday's Dynamite. I may kind of try and put another screen on and pay attention to NXT and Dynamite. Maven probably won't because she's not into the NXT thing. But I
have nothing against NXT. I would rather watch AEW on Wednesday. I
may try watching them both, and then go from there. With that, we're gonna take off. We'll be back definitely Wednesday. Look for a show possibly tomorrow. Just pay attention to our channel. When Ryback said they were checking the social media accounts, WB denied it. Yeah, I don't think so. I think they were probably checking it. See you tomorrow if there's a show. If not, see you Wednesday. All right, John Elite, thanks for stopping in. We will see you guys on Wednesday for sure, possibly tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Watch both. Good luck. Jack, I used to watch both all the time. And then we just decided it was getting too hard. And AEW is more interesting. So, if NXT is more interesting, we're going to have to kind of like figure out a way to do it. Peace out, everybody.